Alright, game capture, it's working. I might need to turn the game volume a smidgen. We'll see how that goes.
Dear reader.
Hi.
Allow me to introduce you to my book. Though it might at first appear like many books you've come across, it is far from ordinary. You may, therefore, have some misunderstandings about its nature. The story that awaits you has not been fully told. In fact, its conclusion is not yet known, even to myself. It is in that way that my book is special.
My special book.
It is in that way that you are special. Without you, there is no story. Chapter 1. Normal isn't what it used to be. This is a story about change. Nestled in a shallow valley is the town of Beacon Pines.
So you published a book without doing the ending? That's like most creative writers.
Far from the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, a young boy walks alone at dawn. His name is Luca.
Look at him.
And like you, dear reader, he's here for a reason.
Look how cute we are. Hey, Dad. How are things going? Today's the first day of summer vacation. I start middle school next year, I guess. Hopefully my camera is in a decent spot. I'm trying to... I remember, like, it's like text heavy, so I'm trying to stay away from the bottom part of the screen. I was 6-year-old when you died. And it's been 6 years now. From here on out, you'll have been gone longer than you were here. It feels like that should mean something. Mom always said that this tree was your favorite spot in the world. Me too. Hey, Luca. I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo was Luca's closest friend. He possessed many fine qualities, but subtlety was not one of them.
Well, after I banged on your door till your gran answered, and after I checked the pond and climbed up to the treehouse, then I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo finally noticed the tears welling in his friend's eyes, and the flowers on the grave.
Oh, yeah, right. You and your mom always did this on your dad's birthday. Yeah. I didn't know if you're gonna keep doing it now that your mom's gone, too. She's not gone. She's just... missing. Sorry, I meant to say since she went missing. She's gonna come back, Rollo. Of course she is. Okay, Dad, see you next time. I think I'm ready to get out of here. Sure, lead the way. So I played this game before, and so I know some of the twists, but for those who don't know the twists, I'm not going to say them. I'm going to treat this as kind of like a fresh, semi-blind playthrough. No, no, no. Gotta get rid of all these. I remember these dandelions. Oh, tickle. Found a charm. No, they come back! Oh, what is... I look at it, tickle.
Wonderful. I had a good feeling about you from the moment you opened my book. That charm is a very special thing. Very special indeed.
Thanks.
Keep hold of it for now. Its purpose will reveal itself soon enough.
These dandelions are my nemesis. I don't think you can actually get rid of them all. I wish I could. Maybe that's an achievement. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The whole reason I was looking for you. I was wondering if you ever get to that. I found the perfect way to start our summer. How's that?
Rollo looked to the side suspiciously.
Not here. They might be watching. They who? Shh, not so loud. We need to do this in a secure location. Mission control. Alright, I just have to tell Gran and then we can head out. What are you gonna tell her? I don't know, I'll think of something. If it's all the same to you, I'll meet you at the welcome sign. Your Gran still kind of wigs me out. I don't do well with new people. She moved in like half a year ago. Just meet me at the sign when you're done. Suit yourself, I won't be long. Tell Gran before heading out with Rolo. Alright, so we got our quest and we got the little charms.
Dear reader, forgive me for this interlude. Remember that charm you found in the dandelion patch?
Mm-hmm.
There are more of those special charms to discover throughout Beacon Pines. They've been known to reveal themselves to those who are willing. Some of them can be found in this very house.
Oh shit. Also, do you think that they purposely put that first charm in the dandelion patch because they knew players would run around through the dandelions?
Since Gran had moved in, the house was more peaceful, more orderly, and more covered in flowery fabric.
Yeah, as grandmas should do. 100%, yeah. It's kind of like when they put a lot of pots in a place.
One of his father's old stethoscopes. Luca had spent countless hours listening to anything and everything with it. Not for years, though.
So our dad was a doctor. Hell yeah. Here we got a new charm.
Gran had already lit the fire. She kept a warm house, as if by grandmotherly obligation.
As you should. I keep the fireplace on mostly during the winter for Zelda.
Just some dusty knickknacks. Luca paused at his parents' bedroom door. He just wasn't ready to go in yet.
That is fair.
Gran had commandeered the upstairs closet when she moved in. Some things need shelter from a young boy's mischief, she said.
Like dildos. Grandma get freaky.
Gran's bed was undisturbed. Luca didn't mind that she had a habit of falling asleep in front of the fireplace. It meant that he could read late into the night.
Teehee. Grandmother's hiding dildos. You're my little PogChamp. Come here. I regret that PogChamp redeemed sometimes. Wait, what is it? What was it? Is it this? Oh, my box.
On his favorite old sweater. Even though it was the first day of summer, a chill still hung in the air.
No, I got another charm.
Gran's moving in meant that most of Luca's things had been crammed in the corner. Luca was somewhat annoyed by the situation.
Alright, I think we got all the ones, everything we can look at. Ooh. More stuff.
The only piece of furniture Gran had brought when she moved in was an old hutch.
Alright.
Scissors, a broken can opener, a mostly empty bottle of glue, and some loose string.
Oh, we got another one.
An array of prepared meals crowded the refrigerator, each labeled with the day of the week.
Aw.
Oh my, this is quite exciting. I am now certain that you are the one I've been waiting for all these years. You'll recall I was a bit coy regarding the use of charms earlier. Excuse me, I tend to have a flair for the dramatic.
I understand.
You are about to encounter your first turning point. There are certain times in this tale when everything hinges on a single word. Step forth, dear reader.
I don't know if I want to.
A sturdy old wheelbarrow. Young Luca would spend hours hiding in the bushes, waiting for a chance to jump out and startle his mother. She always enjoyed humoring him by feigning terror.
Alright. Hi, Gummy Mama.
A beginner's guide to gardening laid open on the bench.
Hey, Grant, I'm gonna go hang with Rolo for the day. See you later. Hold up now. Where are you and Rolo headed exactly? Oh, nowhere special.
The less Gran knew, the better for everyone involved.
We're just gonna go blank for the day. Chill.
We were just gonna go chill for the day.
We're just gonna go chill for the day.
Our best lies are built on truth.
You boys are always in a hurry to do nothing. We stick to what we're good at. Well, make sure you are done chilling in time for supper.
Easy. Impressive. You've managed to navigate your first turning point without too much of a mess. That is the power of charms. A single word can change everything. I think it's time to introduce you to the Chronicle.
I am covering up stuff with my fat head, so give me 1 second. I think we need to be over here. I'm only covering like the backpack and stuff, but you know. It might be important.
The Chronicle is a record of the decisions you've made. You can see the turning point, which has been revealed. At any time, you can use the Chronicle to go back and invoke different charms, creating new branches. Luckily for us, this is the one and only turning point where the charms won't dramatically alter fate. It's the perfect opportunity to experiment with rewriting things.
We're just gonna go hide for the day.
We were just gonna go hide for the day.
Hide?
Traditionally, when one is trying to hide something, they avoid literally using the word hide.
Yeah, I guess Rolo bet some other kids that we could beat them at hide and seek. Aren't you a little old for that? It's not like there's that much else to do around here. Well, make sure you boys are done playing your little game in time for supper.
All's well that ends well.
Alright. Bye, Gummy Mama. Oh, and Luca. You and Rolo stay out of trouble. I know, I know. No promises. Get in trouble with Rolo. I do like how he runs outside, but he won't run inside the house. This is gonna be important later. Come on, come on! I do like how this is like a storybook. Dang it, Rolo.
For a town that saw few visitors, the welcome was perhaps more grand than necessary.
You don't know that.
The road leading to Beacon Pines was long and uninspiring, a sort of natural barrier for the impatient.
Hell yeah. You know the drill. Don't let anyone discover our secret path. Okay.
Chapter 2.
As far as cute, well done. It is!
Welcome to Beacon Pines. For many years, this valley had been a small mining outpost. It wasn't until Sharper Valentine built his fertilizer company that Beacon Pines was established. Over the next 30 years, the town had grown and prospered until the foul harvest and his sudden death. In the 6 years since, everyone was simply trying to get by.
I can't talk to this guy. Hi, Mr. Kerr. Hey there, pal.
William Kerr was the CEO of Perennial Harvest Company. He had become a fixture around town over the past few years. After the failing of Valentine fertilizer, the town was hungry to welcome a new source of employment.
Excited for the big festival? Oh, sure. Come on now, when I was your age, there was nothing more exciting than a town festival. I don't like his teeth. The food, the music, the dancing. Sounds pretty alright. You're gosh dang right it is. I'm looking forward to letting off some steam myself. Make sure to invite all of your little friends. I couldn't keep Rolo away if I tried. Excellent. Sorry, look, I gotta get back to the proverbial grindstone. Our harvest awaits and all that. The left side's a little low. Okay, we'll talk to this guy. Sorry, young Mr. Van Horn can't talk now. Very busy with preparations.
Mayor Augustus Valentine was not busy.
Oh, sorry, Gus. How many times do I? It's Mayor Valen.
Flustered, Gus instinctively loosened his tie.
Keep up the good work. I must briefly attend to a concerned citizen. Huh? It's nothing. Keep at it. Alright, what can the Mayor of Beacon Pines do for you today? Oh, just saying hi, I guess. Well, good day to you too, young Mr. Van Horn. Bye. Hi, Mr. Sinclair.
Mr. Sinclair continued snoring and lifted one eyelid just enough to see who it was, a tactic he often used to avoid undesirable conversation.
Mood, though. Yoo-hoo, Mr. Sinclair. Don't you see I'm sleeping, boy? How's the napping today? Crummy as always. Used to have a perfectly nice view from here. Till perennial harvest put that monstrosity of a building in the way. Why don't you just move your chair a bit? Why should I be the one that moves? If it's a showdown they want, I ain't gonna be the one who blinks. I don't think they want a showdown, bud. Come on, Andy, grab his wallet. Sorry, Iggy, I can't. Do it or we pound ya. Yup. Yeah, but my mom said... Yeah, but... If I had a nickel for every yeah, but... I'd be the freaking king of nickels. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. Yeah, man, fight the power. Mr. Van Horn, do you have a moment? It's just Luca. Golly, I'm sorry. It's my first week at perennial harvest.
He pulled a pen from the pocket of his sweater vest and began to frantically jot something down on a clipboard.
Wonderful, won't happen again. If we are going to be on a first-name basis, then you can call me Pete. Oh, nice to meet you, Pete. Sorry, what are you writing? Oh, just documenting. Gosh, it's exciting to be part of something so darn special. You know, it's not just about new fountains and phone booths. We're gonna change the world. It all starts here in Beacon Pines. Isn't that amazing? Uh-huh. Anyway, I better get... Oh, that reminds me. We'd love to hear your thoughts. No. There we go. You bet. If we're gonna change this town, we need to get every detail right. That sounds intense. Ha ha ha. Changing the world is intense. So what do ya say? Could you answer a few questions? Well, I guess if it's quick. Wonderful. Open to answering a few quick questions. One down. See, it's not that hard, is it? Oh, okay. We're going already. Question 2. What is something you love about Beacon Pines? I never really thought about it before. Perfect. It's the only place I've lived. See, that wasn't so painful.
He stopped scribbling and glanced up from the clipboard.
Was it? I guess not. Huzzah! Our first 3 questions answered in record time. Are you literally writing down everything? Thank you so much for your time. I need to process these answers. We can save the rest of your thoughts for later. Okay. Our harvest awaits. I don't want to go in the high-tech room. Let me in. Alright, Rolo's running up at the treehouse. Alright. I won't waste too much time. I like the little jumping animation. It's cute. Hi, Jetson. Is the line playing any tunes today? No bites this morning, I'm afraid. Come to think of it, I can't remember the last time I reeled one in. But hey, it was never about the catch. This is where I come to think. Yeah, that's what my dad used to do here. That reminds me. If you ever want his chair back, I've taken to standing recently. Keeps me from falling asleep at the reel. If you don't mind, I think it should stay. Not at all. An empty chair makes for a great listener.
Whenever Luca saw his dad's chair by the pond, it reminded him of the days they'd pack up a couple of sandwiches and fish until sundown.
Nope. Go pick out your bait from the tackle box, Buckaroo. Okay, Dan.
Luca opened the tackle box and picked the perfect bait.
Jump?
Luca tied a shoestring to the hook. What fish could resist a nice shoestring?
I kind of... Give it a good cast now. Yeah. You'll have to read it a bit faster, or your catch will lose interest. Oh.
Luca tied... What fish...
I'm not good at, fishing, as it turns out. Oh, it snapped. You know your own strength. Okay. I got it, guys.
What fish...
We'll try the other one, too. I got a boot. What do you think the other one is? Hard to say. Sometimes things drift away. That's not fair. No, it's not. Well, whatever it is, I hope that the other boot at least has a sock to keep it company. Okay, let's do the other one then.
Luca gently baited a feather onto the hook. Good for skimming the surface.
Alright. Get it? Yeah. Aw. Well, I'll be switched. It's your old rubber ducky. You were just a little drooling ball of fur when you lost that. Cried for days. I told you it'd turn up. Well, looks like we could use some new bait. What do you say we head out and find some more? Okay. Bye. That's the thing I come back to. Mission control. Authorized personnel only. Get a nice pile of junk. Can I look at it? There we go.
The boys had a good thing going. As long as they kept old Jeff happy, they had an endless source of precious materials to add to the treehouse.
Oh. I cleaned this water. Wet shoes. So many things to look at.
His father had passed. Rollo became obsessed with them building their own Hank atomic star scraper. It was some time before Luca realized it was Rollo's way of keeping him occupied.
Aw, that's sweet.
On certain nights, when the clouds were just right, the boys could tune into strange patterns of static. Rollo thinks it's aliens. He always thinks it's aliens.
Did you guys ever have a treehouse? I never had one. Oh, I wanted one.
Lucas winter
It always looked cool.
for the summer. With the cold holding out longer than usual, he reconsidered its usefulness.
Nobody wanted. I wanted one too. I never had one. It's a bummer. I don't even have a tree in my yard now to make one if I wanted to. Oh, what's this top secret plan to start our summer? So you know the abandoned warehouse by my place? The old Valentine building? Yeah, well, it isn't abandoned. What makes you think that? Get this. Last night it was glowing. Glowing? Are you sure? Kinda. That place has been empty since the foul harvest? Yeah. Who would even want to poke around that place? We would, Rollo. We would. Wait. It's just a busted old warehouse. I just meant we could do some research at the library. You want to actually go to the warehouse? What do you expect to find? Answers? My mom's out there somewhere. And it seems like everyone wants to pretend that she's gone for good. You don't have to come, Rollo, if you don't want to. Look, remember that time I sort of accidentally burned down the chicken coop? And you jumped in and said it was your fault before my paw throttled me? This is a flaming chicken coop sort of deal. I've got your back. Thanks, Rollo. Now that I think about it, poking around a decrepit fertilizer warehouse is exactly how I want to spend the first day of summer. Is it? Oh, que está yawning? I'm not even that tired. I think I'm just having a hard time getting oxygen. Alright, let's go. I think we go probably this other way then. Oh, what's this? Oh yeah, I'm cool. Yo, what's up, girl? Alright, get out of there. Oh, Rollo's dead down here. I'm just catching my breath a bit. Go on, I'll catch up. Alright, man. There's even more people. Hi, Mrs. Nelson. Morning, Luca. Any big plans for the summer? Not really. Heard anything about the old fertilizer warehouse? Any strange happenings? Can't say I have. Either way, a dusty old warehouse is no place for a young boy. You be safe now. No.
Luca could see the morning regulars nestled in their booths at the Early Bean.
The Early Bean.
Miss Hatch could often be found near the fountain, too absorbed in a book to be distracted.
The two wandered down the wooded path, unaware of the danger ahead. Oh. Oh, this is getting good. Alright. Piper? Oh, hey, Luca, what's up? You know it's summer break, right? Of course. And it's like the morning? Correct. And you're studying? Like they say, the early bird gets the proper education required for a successful and fulfilling career later in life. I don't think that's what they say. Nerd. Yeah, basically. Hey, Zariel. Hey, Luca. Could you please tell this lazy butt to help out in the cafe? Lumi, Zariel would like you... Luca, let me give you a little gem of advice. If you never do what you don't love, then you'll never work a day in your life. Wow. You're really setting up the kid up... You're really setting the kid up for success. Okay, bye. Take their money. Push them over. I mean, I'm wearing a sweater in the summer, so I don't think I have a say in it. Last Chance Diner.
Holden Wilder ran the local paper of record, the Beacon.
Hi, Mr. Wilder. Morning, Luca. What's the day have in store for you? I was wondering if you heard any news about... News? The Beacon knows the news that needs knowing. Any news about the old fertilizer warehouse? Nope. Oh. Rollo thought he saw some lights there last night. Rollo ought to be careful poking around that part of town. The winds of change are blowing. And change is a dangerous animal. Oh. Thanks. Oh, the Batgirl! She's so cute. Hey, Dawn. Sorry to wake ya. Nyan. No problem, it comes with the job.
Dawn had dreams of becoming a big-time reporter. At night, she searched for the story that could be her big break. By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
What's up? Rollo said he saw something strange going on at the warehouse. You know anything about that? You might say I've heard some things. I'm working on a story about it right now. So what's going on? Can't say it quite yet. I still need to follow up on a few leads. Keep me in the loop, okay? Sure thing. Things need to be quiet in town today. Yep, everything's preparing for the festival. Should be back to normal tomorrow. Catch you then? Catch you then. Oh, and Luca? I'm really sorry I haven't been able to find out anything about your mom yet. I'm just grateful that you tried. I'm still keeping my ears up. She's so cute. Anything in here? I guess Mrs. Fratelli is getting ready for the festival. Ow! Thank you for the hydrate. I do have water. And a stretch. I will do that. And then stretch. Yeah. Alright. What's down here? Oh! Hey, Bert. Hey, Luca. I'm doing some fact-checking for the town history exhibit. Look, kid, I'm just here to put up the lights. But did you know, when the town was founded, there were only 7 citizens? And they all worked for a mining company? And there's only one dirt road leading to town? And there still is only one road leading to town. Alright. Buds and bulbs. I don't know how they leave food out without worrying about bugs. Hi, Griffin. How's the ice cream gig going? Not great. It's still pretty cold out. And I'm in the business of selling cold. I'm sure things will warm up soon. Mr. Tolliver is not at the grocery stand? He's prepping for the festival, I guess. Gotcha. No touching. Eh. Wasn't there an achievement before? Oh. Hey, I got an achievement. Alright. I got it. Can you break it? I don't think so. Let me look before I say that. Where's my mouse? Is there an achievement for the watermelon? Wait. There is another achievement, but it's not breaking it. It's finding a way to kick it. Huh. Find a way to kick it. I don't think I have that solution yet. But it is fun. Alright. Let's move on. As much as I love smacking that watermelon. Luca, just the fella I was looking for. Hey, Roxy, what's up?
Oh, right. Rendezvous with Roxy. This is an important turning point. The first time where your charms will change the course of fate. And currently, we only have one suitable charm at our disposal. Have no fear, we can always return later using the Chronicle once we find more charms.
Yeah, that's part of this game, is that it does require a lot of kind of like back and forth as you collect more and more charms. I remember there was some interesting turning points where you're just kind of like, that's what happens if you choose this kind of moments.
Well,
I'm ready to discover them.
Where were we?
Have you seen my blockhead brother today? He skipped out before breakfast. Well, not really, no. Can't say I have. Can't say or won't say. Roxy, would I lie to you? Luca, wait up, I almost forgot to tell you. Roxy might be lurking around here. This is one of her favorite places to stand around and be useless. Rolo. So we need to make sure she doesn't spot us. Rolo. What are you doing? Why are you doing that turning thing with your body? Well, you're not scared, are you? She's harmless. And a chump. And she's right around that corner, isn't she? We got in trouble with Rolo. Let's go. Don't mind me. I'm just over here lurking uselessly. Oh, hey, sis. Nice weather we're having, eh? Couldn't help but notice you snuck out this morning before breakfast. Wasn't hungry. Also couldn't help but notice your morning chores were left unchored. Roxy, I'm gonna level with you. I'm sick and tired of digging up carrots. We all gotta pick up the slack since the foul harvest. Almost every carrot I dig up is rotten. And the rest look like they were hit with Hank Atomic's Shrinko Ray. All the more reason to keep on digging. There's gotta be more to life than puny carrots. Look, Roxy, Luca and I have places to be, so if you don't mind... Oh, I do mind. I'm not gonna catch hell again because of you. So either you march yourself home and harvest those carrots, or I haul you home myself. Oh.
Rolo froze as Roxy took a step toward him, cracking her knuckles. Luca knew he had one chance to save his friend from being dragged home.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an arranged Roxy was to be a little... Oh, I don't think chill's gonna work.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
Come on, Roxy. It's the first day of summer and the sun's shining. We just want to take it easy. Oh. Let's leave tomorrow's problems for tomorrow. That's great now, but Rolo's problems have a way of becoming my problems. And Paws always says tomorrow's work is best left for yesterday. March, you big oaf. Ah, rats. I expect a full report about the Valentine place. A full report! There they go. Investigate the Valentine warehouse alone. So I guess when we come back with another charm, we'll be able to go with Rolo. So Fitz, what are you up to this lovely day? Nope. Cool, cool, cool. Just nope. Sharpener Valentine, founder of Beacon Pines. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time.
A bit much, if you ask me.
Indulgent. Alright. Hello, hey Solomon. Apologies, no time for chit-chat. Bye then.
Jeff's hardware closed down about a year ago. The effects of the foul harvest stretched wide. When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing.
Aw.
Logan knew that if he gave up now, he'd
Ow.
never hear the end of it from Rolo.
Negative Riz. Looks like the library hasn't opened yet. I'll check back later. Luca, my boy, hold up a tick. Oh, hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I was just on my way to... I just sold the last jar of your grandmother's preserves. Can't stock the shelves fast enough, turns out. Hey, that's great, but I'm actually... I guess Juniper will just have to swing by with more of her lovely jam. You stay away from my grandma. You stay away from her. Uh-huh. Well, don't let this old man slow you down. Just remind her that she still owes me that dance.
A promise Gran regretted the second it was made.
Will do. She's a fine woman, that Juniper. Stay away from Gummy Mama. Yeah, she's pretty cool, I guess. A real fine woman. Ew. I gotta go. Why are you telling a kid that? It's the only gym on earth. Like, yo, kid, I want to fuck your grandma. Let her know. It's like, no.
The phone booth was brand new. Part of Perennial Harvest's Beacon Pines Reborn initiative. It didn't see much use.
Yeah, people in Beacon Pines don't have anybody to call but people that live in Beacon Pines. What are you doing? Oh, hey, Luca. Hey, Joey. How's that bug hunt going? Not great. Bugs have been shy this week. Bugs get shy? Oh, sure, bugs aren't that different from people. Sometimes they just want to be left alone. If you're going to Weep Wood, just be careful where you step. No bug crunching, got it. Kid, I'm gonna fuck your grandma. I really want to make sure... For real, though!
Luca peeked up at the beehive. It appeared to be deserted.
That's strange. It's like, yo, Luca. Me and yo, Gram.
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town. The Valentine mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
It's a cute house, though. Hello? Alright, I'll come back later to here. This is pretty. I really do love the art style. I like how they did, like, the settings to make it more like a storybook pictures. I love stylized shit.
The path led into a small hollow at the edge of Weepwood.
Okay, no turning back now. Caution, electrified fence. Is that sign new?
The fence thrummed with a gentle electric buzz.
Okay, so what would Rolo do if he was here?
Luca often asked himself what Rolo would do, so that he could rule out that option.
That is fair. I'm definitely not touching that thing. Oh.
As sparks flew from the fence, the light atop that section shut off. 2 bulbs remained.
What kind of electric fence just breaks after things get thrown at it? That's two.
Nowhere to go. The fence's buzzing gave way to silence.
Okay, moment of truth. Is that how electric fences work? They just turn off when you throw shit at it?
Fertilizer building. Long abandoned, the warehouse once served as the industrial heart of Beacon Pines. Now, it stood only as a reminder of things left behind.
Not at all. Okay.
The dormant building showed strange signs of life.
Okay, so Rollo wasn't exaggerating for once. What's going on here?
There's only one way to find out.
These trees look weird.
The hose emitted a subtle sound. It was actively draining some kind of liquid. The water looked almost diseased. It flowed slowly into the woods.
Maybe that's why things can't grow. Wow, that smells awful. Too bad Rollo's not here. He had no problem poking around in there. Locked.
Thought he heard faint sounds coming from the other side of the door. He pressed his ear against the cold metal to hear better.
A zipper?
The
Footsteps?
sound of footsteps grew louder.
Hello? Shit. Hey, shit!
The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged toward him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle. Luca watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door, into the lab, into the green light.
This story is about change.
This is a story about change. It was far from the sort of change Luca imagined for himself. But change is, after all, a dangerous animal. The end? I probably should have warned you about this.
Oh, I did die.
There are many paths that our story can take. Most will end in tragedy. But don't let that discourage you. We will find the ending that this story deserves. I just know it. From here on out, a charm will have a check mark when it's been used to its full potential at a given turning point. Now, let's try something different.
Okay. A little shit.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
Make a break for it! What have you done? Did that little shit just kick me? Run all you want, you little twerps. You gotta come home eventually. Sorry. Investigate the Valentine warehouse with Rollo. Now we can do it with Rollo. Alright, looks like we have an ad break incoming in about 5 minutes as an FYI. Which is fine. No, talk to this guy. Sorry about that. Rollo can get overexcited sometimes.
Solomon Valentine, current ward of and future successor to the Valentine fortune, huffed as he brushed off his pants.
A town of complete and utter fools. One wonders if it's worth taking anything here seriously. Either way, I'm really sorry. No matter, how are you doing? Me? Yes, with all that business about your mother and whatnot. Oh, I'm getting by. Still no word from her at all? No. That is truly a shame. Aw. Your grandmother has taken residence to keep house? Yeah. And how is that going? You mostly stay out of each other's way. You make it sound like she's rarely at home. It's not like that. She just has a lot to do. Mm-hmm. She's still settling in and trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Indeed. Well, count your blessings. Better to have a caretaker who is rarely around in lieu of one who tries to compensate by smothering you with attention. Doesn't sound so bad. Trust me when I say, it's It's best to rely on yourself. Family has a way of creating more problems than they solve.
Solomon trifled a gesture toward the approaching heiress Valentine.
Speak of the devil. Do not wander off like that. I am much too busy to be looking all over for you. Apologies, heiress. I was just taking a stroll through town. Strolls are for commoners. You're a Valentine now. I want you to be present for the construction of the History Museum. The future of this town relies on its ability to remember our family's great past. Of course. Ugh. Would? You would her, Maggie? I don't want to talk to you again. You're gonna talk about fucking my mom. No! Look at my boy. Hold up a tick. Sorry, Mission Uncreed. Kind of in a hurry right now. Boy's got too much of his father in him. She's a bitch, but a total pillow princess. I win. A little help? I am the champion. We were racing? Did that road get longer? Maggie, are you Rolo? I feel like Rolo is Maggie coded right now. Like anything ever changes around here. It seems longer. You're just lightheaded from on the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time. Not sure why I would take advice from second place. Has that sign always been there? Wait, what? Caution, electrified fence. No, that's definitely new. Creepy. We're being raided! Hello! Hello, raiders! Let me, give you a shout out. Cat Box Danny. Hello, guys. Hello. Welcome, raiders. For those coming with Danny, I am Ghoulie Squad, also known as Ghoulie, and I play a variety of games with emphasis on indie games. And today we're replaying Beacon Pines. I played this about 2 years ago, and I decided to replay it because I enjoyed it, and I want to do a review video on it. Yeah, I'm having a good day. How was your stream? How'd you go? What were you doing? But yeah, this is a Beacon Pines. It's a kind of like visual novel style that's mystery. And you have to discover new charms to find new turning points in the story. Like we died earlier. But now we're fine. We're good. We're good. We went back in time. How are we gonna get around an electric fence? Click back on the game. Mouse. Don't worry, I've got this. Why'd you do that? Paul always says you can figure out what the plan was when you're done. Great, what now? Well, I did my part. Establish that touching the fence is bad. I'm sure you can handle it from here. I'll supervise. Thanks. It was good. Did more Destiny challenges. Want to share some love for my dinner? Hell yeah. Enjoy your dinner, and I will hydrate, Maggie. Thank you. I gotta think what I'm gonna do for dinner, too. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'll figure it out. From a safe distance. But yeah, this game, you have, like, these little charms. And then you can go to this, tree, and you can change what happens. Based on what you say. But yeah, it's a cute game. I really like the art style. Yeah. Whoa, you're a genius. Yeah. I think that did it. Luca, you never failed to impress.
As the glowing windows of the old warehouse came into view, Rollo began to bounce excitedly.
Check it out. Dang, Rollo, you weren't exaggerating for once. Replay the story. I'm having to try very appropriate for the storybook. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's very cute. Yeah, it's very good. Was there ever any doubt? This definitely needs investigating. Good thing 2 ace detectives are on the case. This is bizarre. This is awesome. Oh, got a new rumble. Did you feel that? What, the excitement in the air? You bet your butt I did. Check out this puddle. That's not normal. And this hose. Aw, man, the door's locked. Try harder. No dice, I won't budge. Oh well. This dumpster is new, right? I bet it's got stuff in it. I can't really see what's in here. Who did all of this? My nose is itching. I think I smell some treasure. Are you sure that isn't the hazardous waste? Just help me get in. Rolo, it would be my honor to throw you in the trash. Come on, lady luck. What's in there? Let's see. There's a squishy bag of squish. Wow. Wow. A good inch of stagnant sludge. Your natural habitat. Wait, hold the phone. Hold 2 phones. Check these bad boys out. Are those walkie-talkies? Just like Hank Atomic communicators. Do these actually work? Ground command to Hank Atomic. Hank, do you read me? This is Hank Atomic ground command. You're coming in 5x5. How are your vital readouts, Hank? It's getting a little stuffy in here. Requesting assistance for evac. Help is on the way. What was that? Someone's coming. Give me your hand. I'm trying. My hands are covered in squish. Scoot over. I'm coming in. Tell me you saw that. Dude, I don't know what I saw. He's coming back. Get down. Is that a body?
The boy sat petrified under the weight of the bag.
Oh god, tell me that's not what I think it is. Luca, do you know what separates one of the male detectives from ace detectives? A ridiculous hat? When the chips are down, ace detectives dig deeper for clues.
Rolo felt around at the large sack which burdened them.
Aha!
Snapped off a tag from just within a small zipper opening in the bag.
It's some sort of badge or something. What's it say?
Held the badge up to a faint shaft of light within the dumpster.
Dr. Prescott, Deep Engineering. It's a name tag. Who would throw away a bag full of slimy old name tags? I think it's just one name tag in a bag full of something else. Okay. I think we should make a break for it. Stay calm. This is no time to panic. I'm not panicking! You're panicking! Rolo, calm down. You don't have to squeeze my hand so hard. Dude, I'm not holding your hand. Quit messing around. What other slime-covered hand would be in here? Oh! It's a dead hand. Hey, Starybot's back. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. Ah! I'm beginning to see the benefits of your run for your lives plan. Right, we've clearly established that I'm faster than you, so I'll go first. Why not go together? Flamin' chicken coop, Luca. I'll make sure the coast is clear. After I go, count to 100. After you hear me yell, run. If you don't hear me yell, run. Actually, either way, haul ass. Rolo, I'll give you credit. You sure found an eventful way to start our summer. It's what I do. But here goes nothing.
Lucas sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rolo's footsteps as he ran.
Alright, we've got an ad break. So I'm going to pause it right here. So that way nobody misses anything. And I'm going to go on a quick BRB while I refresh my drink and go to the restroom. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes. BRB. And we're back. Alright. For those that were stuck behind ads, we didn't do anything. I immediately just One of my own BRB. Well, the ads were going. So let's go.
1, 2, 3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rollo's footsteps as they faded away. 15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted. 35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe. Screw it, that's long enough. Luca carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing. No sign of Rollo. No sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luca clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes. He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night. Throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow. Chapter 3. Finding a friend. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
We didn't even see if Rollo made it. Just went straight to sleep. I finished a jarring mess of jam last night. So they'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, nothing interesting. Hello? Calm down. No, of course it was the right thing to do. Start gathering, folks. I'll be right there. Are you sure there is anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really, we just sort of ran around a bit.
Rand's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstance are you to leave. What? If I am not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here, understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here till you get back. Good. Good. Oh, and Luca? You left the icebox open yesterday. We're not made of money, you know. Did I? Oh, I got an achievement! I guess I did leave the icebox open. I didn't even think about it. Oh, that was strange. Oh, I guess I did leave it open. Tee-hee. Alright. I'm supposed to go upstairs into our rooms or something? We should leave it open again.
An eerie electronic sound echoed from Luca's bedroom.
Hello? Is anyone there? I don't think there's an achievement for leaving it open again, but that's funny. Hello? Rollo, is that you? Over?
Luca glanced at the now silent walkie-talkie. He wasn't sure what to think.
Hello? Hola? I'm coming! I'm not allowed to walk. Oh, hey, Roxy. And this is about, accidentally kicking you yesterday. Is Rollo here? No? Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Is Rollo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rollo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Well, where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weepwood, and then it was late and we went home. Weepwood, if he's alive, I'm gonna kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything that he said?
Luca's mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Rolo. Where are you? Has anybody checked the treehouse? Are you at my dad's grave, Rolo? I can only walk here too. Okay, now I can run. Yeah. 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 Hey, Bert. Have you seen Rolo? Nope. Though I've been mostly talking to clipboards. They're setting up lots of stuff for the festival. This one said he had to process some answers. I told him that was fine. I'll wait right here till he gets back. Big man. Oh, he's still sleeping. Howdy, Luca. Hello again, Pete. I'm not Pete, you silly goose. It's Toby. You could have fooled me. Well, it's no problemo. The important thing is we'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I'm getting that impression. We're all part of something special, Luca. And it all starts right here in Beacon Pines. I got it.
He looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
That's right. So how about you start by telling me... Look, no offense, but I've got my own stuff to take care of. Aw, you joker. We're all part of this together. You'll let us know when you're free to answer a few questions. No. We need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. If Roxy said she'll be here, then she'll be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around doing nothing and waiting for Roxy, right when I could be standing around doing nothing and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi, Roxy needs our help. Yeah, well, good intentions don't qualify as illegal tinder. Arg, my parents won't listen. No offense, but isn't Rolo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the olds aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check Weep Wood. Our shift isn't in for another couple of hours. But we could spend the time making posters. That would be great. I guess. Right, Fitz and I will check Weep Wood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weep Wood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. Or at least me. What do you guys say? His eyes went wide in disbelief. What do you mean vanished? That's impossible. Oh my. He doesn't even see the dangers he's in. I think she's like a fourth wall break. Hey, Luca, what's up? You haven't seen Rolo around recently, have you? He doesn't come around here much. Not since they made a rule that he can only order decaf. Oh. Why are they getting caffeine to children anyway? What's this about a missing child? I must stress the situation is completely under control. It all just seems so terrible. And you sure there's nothing we can do to help? Nonsense. Young Mr. Cotter will turn up safe and sound, I am certain. You just focus on settling in. I trust my sister has supplied you with suitable lodging? Oh yes, Mrs. Valentine has been more than accommodating. Oh hey, lesbians? Yes, lesbians! We were just telling our daughter, Beck, that... Now where did she run off to? The lesbians! Hey, Don! Is it true about Rolo? Yeah, he didn't come home last night. I wonder if it's connected. Connected to what? I was checking on reports about increased activity around town. What sort of activity? Windowless trucks, mechanical noises, strange lights. Your typical shady stuff. Who'd be doing all that and why? Well, I have a few leads. The Valentine family is always suspicious. Pernille Harvest certainly has the resources. Do you have any idea where Rolo could be? The best place to start looking is where the trail went cold. Where'd you see him last? We were in Weep Wood. Right by Valentine's fertilizer. I'll check out Weep Wood when my shift ends. I'll do my best work at night. Okay, bye! Hey, Yison? History Museum. It's laughable, really. Did you happen to see Rolo in there? No, just a shadow of a family clinging on to a town, clinging on to the past. Oh, I got a new one. Feel free to check for yourself, but don't expect to have your mind blown. I might have my mind blown, you don't know me. Sharper Valentine, celebration of excellence.
We all know Beacon is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here, in Beacon Pine. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck, a scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Sharper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the
It's like that cowboy screaming video.
Together we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Residence Fund.
Okay. Oh, I should check out the fishing spot if I can. That was unhelpful. Sure was. Hey Griffin, has Rolo been by? Haven't seen him all day. I'm sure he'll show up safe and sound. And when he does, tell him there's a strawberry chocolate double scoop waiting for him. On the house. He'll like that. Trying to see if I can jump and kick it. I'll learn how to kick you one day. Can I go back and fish, actually? Because I got some more things that might be bait. Excuse me? Pardonnez-moi, monsieur. I can. Hey, Jetson. Have you seen Rolo come by this way by any chance? Afraid not. As elusive as the fish in this here pond. Are there even fish in that pond? Y'all keep searching. Do I got new bait to use? I do. I got smack.
Stuck a toy stretchy hand onto the hook. Those things always get dirty anyway.
They do always get dirty. I'm a master fisherman. Oh, I got a bracelet. Should we give it to Mom? She likes jewelry. That's a sweet thought, Buckaroo. But I'm not sure she'll fully appreciate a palm bracelet. You don't know, she might.
Luca wrapped some tape around the hook. Hey, you never know.
This is not good bait. Oh. It's got a bunch of big words written on it. Let's see that. We regret to inform you that your application for property rights with respect to the Beacon Pine CBD and surrounding area has been rejected. Who is that for? Application Valentine Estate. Good. Good. Now I got my stuff? Nope. Alright, bye. Bye, Dean. Can I go to the treehouse? I can. Oh, he's not in here, though. Alright. Let me go back in. Let me go back in. I want to get out of here. Alright, the library was down here. And it's open. Okay, looks like I need to talk to you, but what are you doing over here? Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Did Rolo come by? No. I was actually surprised. He's usually here early in the days when a new issue drops. Rolo's the biggest Hank Atomic fan I know. Besides myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me you know where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Oh, roger that, Space Cadet. What's all this?
There were rarely any actual new additions. Simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Oh. Not fooling anyone.
Oh, the cobs I've eaten. A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
Yuck.
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries. Luca brushed
Why?
off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible.
Hey, I got a thing.
A peek behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu, one of the greatest acting minds of our time, by Patrick C. Montesquieu.
That's a mood. I'll talk to you in a second. I'm exploring.
Ecological phosphorescence.
More like complete loss of interest. Ah, you got him.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read. Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Why?
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics, most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs.
Understandable. Hey, I got an achievement for poking around the library. I did do that. I did poke around. Alright.
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject.
Oh.
Making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey, Kato.
Kato was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title. Introduction to Melitology.
Ahem. Oh, his voice is cute. Hey, Luca, you snuck up on me. Good book? Don't know, just started it. Yes, nerd, yeah. I am weirded out by his little people hands. Like, I know everybody has people hands, but it looks weirder on a penguin. Hi, Gravity Queen! What's up? We're playing, we're playing Beacon Pines. I played this about 2 years ago, so I'm revisiting it. And it's very cute. I forgot how charming it was. Welcome, welcome. How's your day? Don't know, just started it.
To the shelves.
I'm running out of books I haven't read yet. So now's on to the wonderful world of bees. Turns out bees are pretty cool. Little manimal paws. Yeah, it just kind of weirds me out. For instance, did you know that around 70% of bee species actually live in underground tunnels? Or that if there are 2 queens in a hive, they'll fight to the death for supremacy? Oh, we gotta fight. That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rolo around recently, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Sure thing. If you see him, you'll be the first person to know. Haha. Well. No. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh yeah, Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. Need little art styles coming? Yeah, it's very storybook based, and I do like how it looks like pictures from a storybook. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work? No, what's your name? Luca Van Horn. You new here? Yep, not by choice.
Family moved often, giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rolo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing? I guess so. Like, missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well, that sucks. Yeah. So I should probably get going. Hey, wait up. What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Yeah, well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. Oh, that's kind of like me and Rolo. I guess Rolo's my unlucky penny. That sells it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. The name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. So yeah, the thing of the story is that you find these little charms, and then you can go back to turning points of the story and use different charms and things like that. It's very cool. There's like kids, animal folk of indeterminate ages. Yeah, these are children. Our character is like 12. He's like about to go into middle school. Right now it's the summer before middle school. Joy, you seen Rolo around? No, sorry, Luca. I've had my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. I can't seem to find any. I never came home last night. Do you think it's because it's been colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rolo. No, the beetles. Do you think the temperature confused their circadian rhythm or something? Who's to say? I'm no beetologist. Just keep an eye out for him, would you? Of course. Except Roxy's an adult. I'm not sure if she's supposed to be like a high schooler. Entomologist, yeah. He's 12. Yeah, I'm not sure if, how old some of these characters are. I know our character's 12, which probably means a lot of these kids are around that age. Oh. Dang, they boarded up the way in. Take that. Take that. Oh. You have the ominous purple woods? Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. We totally did not die in, one of the routes. Totally not.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid.
You can die? Yeah. Well, we were, dragged by our ankles into an ominous building. And then we had to choose a different route, so I'm assuming we died.
The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what this stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. What does science suggest? Poke it with a stick. Yeah.
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood. First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
What the? Cool!
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray.
Yeah, totally drink that shit. Yeah.
Beck
Oh, maybe not.
Stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So science tells us this skunk is weird as hell. Oh yeah, it seemed dangerous. Yeah, Tish. Look what the cat dragged in. Yup. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Aw, don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. She looks fine to me. Why, hello. I don't think we had been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot, Tish. Yup. You probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you just this once on account of you being new around here. Why would you hang out with this dud? Oh, he seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so... you? Has he even told you about his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true, they got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy is a bitch. Iggy is a bitch. Iggy, I'm only saying this one time. Don't talk about my family. Haha, well, look who's grown a backbone now that a girl's around. First his pops croaked. Then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced. You should shove Iggy to the goo. Yeah.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Well, time to bust out the... tickles or strange? Let's do tickles.
Well, time to bust out...
Gun. Hey Tish, wanna see something cool? Yup. Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
What the? Tish, is she tickling you? Yup. Hey up. Hey up.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Hey up, hey up, hey up.
Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
What just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us.
Eddie's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. Mm-hmm. See you around, new kid.
Kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Whoa. What a little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your hair.
Shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Is it bad? Depends. What are your feelings about having a more mature, refined look? Oh, God. Oh. Bye.
Chapter 4. The Best Policy. Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her.
That's okay.
Finding Rollo was his primary concern.
She got the silvery fox look. As a 12-year-old. It's fine. Oh, I can't walk over it. Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. So he's not around here? Oh. Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in a panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We're just looking for Rollo. Look, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling, but this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of time.
In a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Bill and I weren't just playing in Weepwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse. But someone was there in a strange suit. And we hid in the dumpster and had a heavy bag dropped on us. And I think it was a body. And so we ran, but we got split up. And I ran home. And it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Wow. Just wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay, I promise.
She drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I want to help. This is too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around. I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sound like a plan?
Luca wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. I'm running. You really believe his story? What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than normal.
Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies. Touch it. Touch the goo. Take that. Alright. Can't talk to him again. Eat the goo.
Humphrey jumped with a start.
Whoa, don't think of an old fella like that. Sorry. Who are you talking to? What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course. I never seen anyone use it, really. The whole thing's a waste of money if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rollo knows those woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. Silly Boy's antics have seen this... Have seen? Why is his music playing? Silly Boy's antics have his whole town worried sick. Antics? We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? He's not playing a prank and he didn't get lost. Someone took him, I know it. How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy, if there's something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
There was a shame lurking behind those eyes.
There was a shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Yesterday when we were messing around at the old Valentine warehouse.
Mr. Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rollo when he went missing? Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? At first we were just looking around. Then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body. I'm sure it's just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
And you Van Horns just can't help yourselves, can you? You are all so close to being done with this.
With a firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing? It's out of my hands now.
The door latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
Shit.
As Luca pounded
I think we died again.
from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much. The end. Wait. No.
Yeah, we died again.
This isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
Okay, so now we need to do strange. Grandma Fucker can't be trusted. Exactly! This guy wanted to fuck our grandma so bad. Obviously we can't trust him.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Alright, Luca, looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with your new friend? What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yup. Stop being a weirdo. Hello, are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense, wackadoos travel in packs,
At
Dad?
the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as
Yes,
Luca
drink of
launched
water.
himself into his stomach.
Arg!
Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
You jerk, my clothes are ruined. I'm gonna...
His voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
No. I don't feel so good. Hup. I'm sorry, I'm just... Oh, shit. Yup. Did you see that? That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
The warehouse. This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rollo. You took the words out of my mouth. Come on. Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We were just helping to look for Rollo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So where was he? Funny, really. You just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know. I am trying to get that impression. Rose at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Well, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Rollo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. Hey, Garland. Hello, welcome to, Pink Pines. You should march straight home. I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Glanced toward Luca.
I guess all's well that ends well. I need to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay.
Rollo was safe. A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luca
I don't like
took a
that.
deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rollo. Okay. Gummy Mama, Roxy came over. She was worried about him, so I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. Gummy Mama, turns out Rollo's safe and sound.
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess. That's me.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one."
You have a bad feeling? No! We only died twice.
Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb.
Yeah, you can, kind of die in this game. It fades to black, but I think we can assume we died because it makes us start over to a different point.
Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice. But I respect it. The pond began to freeze over. Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right. Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold.
It's fine.
"Dad, I don't understand."
But kids, I mean, Ghoulie, yeah.
"Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go!" Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run!" The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands.
It's fine, guys.
"That's the thing about fishing, Luca." His chest began to crystallize. "You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out." A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet.
Just glue them back together.
"Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean?" The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply. Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rollo? Sounds jarred, spooked, scared. No, he's fine.
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca. Rollo, is that you? Luca. There? Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
His voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me, someone grabbed me yesterday. What, the man in the hazmat suit? It was blank but blank blank. Took me to some sort of blank. I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. You seem interested in blank for now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr, no, blank blank, trust. Blank blank blank. He's blank blank blank. Hold on, someone's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rollo? Rollo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response, his pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Blank 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 getting worse. I can barely hear you.
His voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to blank the treehouse. The treehouse.
The signal died for good.
What was he trying to say? What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna. He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rollo, you're a genius.
He grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
Babaga me mama. Oh shit, we're going. Look at this for a second. So we did complete this. We're completing Strange still. We only got one of that. Oh, we do have another thing for that now. Okay, let's finish. Let's go this route as far as we can. Because it looks like now we have a branching path off this.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
So we understand our roles? You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Oh, another one. Harem, you keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right, you can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Harris Valentine. Her resources would have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How is Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of all the fact that this is all... I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Mima's not dead. She's right there. Bye, Mima. No. Gran. Why are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Mima's a spy. Hey, Luca. Gah! Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today I saw Mr. Tolliver and your gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, and I heard that too. Has your grandma doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. A call from Harem Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime. I love this Bat character. She's my favorite. She's so cute. I will. Aren't you coming out? Now I'm gonna stake out here for a bit longer. See ya, Luca. She is. She's so cute. I love her. I did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You are right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though. In situations like these, odd is good.
The boys shared a mischievous grin.
I can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Starting more games, yippee. Yeah! Can I go any further? I need to go to the treehouse. I better hurry to the treehouse. Yep. Alright. Fair enough. Can I fish? I can. I got any bait? I got one.
Luca placed a sinker on the line. Sometimes the best stuff is at the bottom of the pond.
Meow. Our dad kind of looks like a rabbit. He looks like a jackalope. Message in a bottle. Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard liquor for a hard man. Let's leave that be. Takes a real piece of work to leave something like that lying around. But it's got a note in it. Alright. Alright. Rollo? Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were alright. What happened out there? Dang it, Rollo, where are you? Oh, who's there?
I could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here, so you better come out right now.
Strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons. How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What, you don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
He stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
How can you kill something that has no life? Yeah. I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy.
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me. This is all your fault.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second? And I get to be like this forever? There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you can be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day. With his positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Weepwood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca, Luca! Rollo? It's not safe, Luca. Rollo, where are you? The treehouse. I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they're going to the treehouse? The clipboards. What'd I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. Oh my god, there's a bunch of them. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be Be down in just a second. Of course, of course, of course, of course, of course. You have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They were saying the same stuff, but with that creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave all of us a heck of a scare. Go away, just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry, though, we're here to help. Help? Then why are you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him, he's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is, poor fellow's got a little lost. That's a lie. That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. This is crazy. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
His grip tightened on the MCDC.
What'd you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I'm the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You can decide how this ends. Oh, shit.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? He wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Luca dropped his own side to take the option they had left. Oh no, this is gonna be bad.
Luca
Only one option?
and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the Mission Control Defense Cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
His most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Hey, that was uncalled for, more than a little rude. And just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Turned his back on the two boys.
In this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end.
Oh, we died.
Escalated.
We died.
Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
Okay, so now we don't have any options here, but we now have an option here.
This
is where we first died.
Struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3.
Oh, just
Everything's fine.
yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Morning.
Everything's fine.
Quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
Everything is cool when you're part of a team. We're not dead. Uh-huh. So they'll need to get delivered in town today. Okay. So what did you and Rolo get up to yesterday? Oh, Rolo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. Uh-huh. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Okay. Another for Mrs. Fratelli at the diner. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed. He said he wanted more. He said he wanted some more. I suspect as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There's some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now, while the day is still young. Bye, Gummy Mama. In her jam, wink wonk. Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. Okay, we got another break here, so we're gonna pause and do a little ad break. And I'm gonna use the restroom real quick while we are posed. So I'll see you guys in a second. BRB. And we're back. Let's pick up some jam. Oh. Hi, Rolo. Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Rocks can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it'd be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rolo. I gotta leave these in town first. We can catch up after. Oh, is it a whole thing? It sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Meet me on mission control. Roger that, Space Cadet. What a nerd. Okay, so this is the timeline we escaped and Rolo doesn't know anything. Wait, watch your step. Oh, sorry. There was a whole family of beetles here. They've gone missing. I thought they just sort of wandered around. Everyone has a home, Luca. Even beetles.
Except the soles of his sandals.
I think they're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began. You think the noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay? Well, I mean, that ooze is like poisoning the water and stuff. Do you think jam would make good bait? I guess it depends on what you're trying to catch. At this point, anything. I don't think we have any new bait. Nope. I changed my mind. I don't want to put it. I'm leaving. Ding, 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 ding. You can tell those jerks. It doesn't matter how many boxes they pile up. I ain't moving. Humph. What a mood. He's an icon. And nobody's dead. Yeah, nobody's dead yet. Exactly. Nobody is dead yet. Can't talk to her. Anger from the past, mistakes not yet made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear. Hey, it's your crush, Maggie. I'll go talk to her in a second. Can't talk to you. Can't talk to y'all. Excuse me. Mr. Welder, I trust you have time to chat.
Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune, had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about the silly festival. Well, yes, that is the news of the day. But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more so interested in this town's future, rather than any one family in particular. Humph, there was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know change is dangerous. If you finish that thought, I'll make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Miss Wilder. Maggie, that's your wife. Anyway. Hey, Dawn. Hey, look at what's up. They got you on jam delivery, eh? Yep. Have you seen the new kid around yet? New kid? Yeah, I came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr and Perennial Harvest. She's so girl boss. And the other is working for Harris Valentine. And? The Valentines represent Beacon Pine's past. Perennial Harvest has positions as this town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations. I can imagine. Alright, bye Dawn. Go back to sleep. This diner's cute. I'll visit my favorite little jam runner. Hi, Mrs. Fratelli. Look at you.
Forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your grand not feeding you? She is, it's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around with your little apron, taking orders. That's illegal. Ah, the whole situation just breaks my heart. What happened to Eleanor? Oh. I've got a feeling she's out there somewhere yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see here.
Telly lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Ah, they even have my name on them. How thoughtful.
She carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
Tell your grand hello for me, Luca. Will do.
Luca squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
Oh, what? I think it's something they added after I played. I feel like this was a new addition. I don't remember this. If I recall correctly. This bunny lady was still pregnant then? My god. You're always so pregnant. I don't know who you are. I'm ready to help, Mama. Alright, little buckaroo. It's up to us to feed these folks while Mrs. Fratelli is away. Bunnies fuck like... You're right, Maggie, you're right. I gotta deal with the inventory before I can start cooking. Do you think you can handle taking some orders in the meantime? Yes, Mama. Hiya, Roxy. Luca, I'm helping. Well, hopefully your work ethic will rub off on Rolo. What can I get you? I'm not really feeling like a burger. What about a chicken sandwich with bacon on top? Coming right up. I think that's chicken. Bacon. Here you go. I call it the Love Me Tenders. Nice. God, Zooks, they shrunk the waitstaff.
Slapped the table and gave Luca a tooth.
Oh, this is the hardware guy. How's your pops doing? He's been pretty busy these days. Know the feeling. Tell him that fishing rod he ordered should be ready next week, will ya? Sure thing. I've been in the mood for something sweet. You got a burger that can satisfy a sweet tooth? A sweet burger? Yeah, top off some grilled cactus. Grilled cactus? The heart wants what it wants. Alright, you eat like Magus. So candy and cactus. Here's your order. I call it the sweet and stabby. Now that's a burger with bite. Aren't you a little young to be waiting tables? I'm just helping out. My father had me hustling when I was your age as well. Fathers always say, children are to be the sails pulling a family ever forward. That doesn't sound very fun. There's plenty of time for fun. For instance, Father and I always make time to have lunch together once a month.
Luca glanced at the empty seat across from Gus.
Should I come back? You would never sell a burger with candy. Oh no, it turns out Father was too busy to have lunch today. I'll just go ahead and eat alone. Oh. The silver linings is without hidden around I can have my usual. A nice stack of cold cuts topped with a pile of sloppy chili. Alright. Cold cuts with chili. There you are. Cold cuts with steaming hot chili on top. I call it the hot and cold. That's perfect, thank you. Looks like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab some more ingredients? Okay, I'll be back. Oh. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, so I come back later and I can do more. If I could just be left alone, Mr. Young Van Horn. Oh, sure, sorry to bother you. It's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this. Sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, we got that. Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. Never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family. Ear itches. Alright. For our legacy. That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it will be great. Bye. Excuse me, pardon me. How do you keep the ice cream cold? You keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice from? I don't know, somewhere cold. How do they keep somewhere cold? Look, Bert. Do you want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good. I love Bert.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello. Eep.
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. No bother.
Leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Yeah, Gran had some jam I supposed to give
He
you.
leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah, these ones on top. Should write your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes! The jam! Thank you so much for dealing this jam to me!
Forward,
Yeah, he's not suspicious at all.
giving Luca a little wink.
I should put it on my store shelves post-haste. Okay, I should finish my deliveries. Of course.
Leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. I got it! I got Melon Kicker! I got the other achievement. I'm kicking it. So my hands are full. Goodbye, watermelon. I'll miss you. Hey, Kaido. Good afternoon, Luca. Can I help you find something? Maybe, maybe not. Try me. Well, there's been some weird stuff going on at the old Valentine warehouse. Can't say I know anything about the old warehouse. But empty hives don't stay empty for long. Huh?
Motion to the book in front of him.
The more I read about bees, the more similarities I see with people. If a hive collapses and fails, it doesn't stay empty for long. A new queen will sell up shop pretty quickly. So are you saying it would make sense for someone new to start using the warehouse? Nature abhors a vacuum. Oh, okay. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Have you seen this new issue of Hank Atomic? Not yet. No spoilers, please. It's awesome. It's a flashback. No spoilers, please. We get to see how mild-mannered Henry Adams becomes Hank Atomic's man of space justice. Jace, no spoilers! Oh, sorry. My point is you're gonna love it. Alright, Jace, catch you later. Roger that, Space Cadet. God, when people spoil things for you. Chat, no spoils. Yeah! It's like when people come into your chat and you're like, oh, I'm looking forward to this game. And people are like, oh, you sweet summer child, just wait till you get to halfway through the game or the ending. And you're like, shut up! No spoilers! Shut your mouth. Yeah. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I think he's the guy in the suit, right? Because he said shit both times when he found us. So I think he's the dude in the suit. I suppose it is. So do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops those off herself. I guess she's busy today. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day. Oh, in that case.
Snatched the basket from Luca.
I'll hold the basket until next time I see your gran. No, don't hold the basket hostage, you creep. Hey, you. Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple. Why? How old are you? 12? Perfect, follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? What just happened? Well, time to follow her, I guess. Makes sense? Yeah, I think he's the dude. The lesbians! Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this, his favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, and what is your new friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn, nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Iona. I think that's how you say it. Or Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh yeah, Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just that for children with fewer than 5 close friends, their probability of stunted development doubles. Oh my god, that's me! Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Ellie means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get too much in trouble now. Whoop. Oh, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome. I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is the little cottage next to the big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by their big creepy gate. Don't be late. Or I'm back to square one in this whole friend grift. Great, see you there. We got a new friend. Alright. Meow. I'm running. Good morning, Jeff. What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me. Come on now, it's not all bad. The festival's coming up. The festival. Old man Valentine used to put on cockamamie shindigs all the time. And where did that get us? Well, it's perennial harvest putting on this one. And they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I see it, the difference between the old Valentine Company and this new perennial harvest outfit
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana. But those are both garbage. Exactly. Ah, Jeff, got him. Alright, so can we go in here? Oh. Whoa there, little buddy. What brings you this neck of the woods? I was just wandering around a bit. Wandering? How wonderful. Children and their wonderful wandering. Oh, to be young. Anyways, I can't let you pass just now. Top secret business that away.
Mr. Kerr winked with a wry smile.
I'm just yanking your chain. Perennial Harvest is just making a few improvements.
Luca an energetic thump on the shoulder.
Better head home now. Our harvest awaits. Alright, you psycho. So who all lives in that house? Harris and Gus Valentine grew up there, and Solomon moved in a few years back. That creepy little kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So just 3 people live in that huge thing? I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really, the Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring? Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the foul harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone mentioned this foul harvest thing. And y'all use that same ominous tone. Eventually you're going to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. This day went by so quickly. We had breakfast, we delivered like 2 jars of jam, and then a basket, and then it's dinner time. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great, whatever you do, don't bring up the work. I think I can handle that.
Took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills. Ilona Moodwill
Moodwills?
was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
So, Luca, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma. Over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck, manners. It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how do you like your pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally we've put more effort into dinner.
Ilona nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We weren't fully settled in and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry, are we just giving the part where he said his mom was missing? Beck. I'm sorry, Luca. This move has us all a little tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So Beck said that you moved here for work?
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Ow. I mean, what brought you to the Beacon Pines? Oh, you're right the first time. We're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her their newest lead researcher of deep engineering. Yeah, because the other one fucking died. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. perennial harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nellie means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. You swore you didn't.
Beck slammed her fist into the table. Perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca. How about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rollo soon.
He glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Looks like there's a big storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here.
Luca wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It was really good. See you at the festival, Beck. Bye. Wait up. I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rollo could be prickly around new people, but Beck seemed cool. Rollo would warm up to her eventually, probably.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
You sure we can make it home before the storm kicks off?
Surveyed the roiling clouds.
I say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll just make a break for it.
At that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside you before you catch a cold. Luca, Nellie will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around? You my guest? I'm poking.
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks wild. What is it? Gum? Gum?
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47 days.
Luca wiped his hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
It's weird, I know.
Looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. Yeah! Oh wow. Ron and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Yeah, it is cute. Fitted with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with high-tech overcompensation.
Luca flicked at one of the toggles.
I bet I can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static. Aw, shucks.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Oh.
He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all the Fairview Condors. Boy, you weren't cream about poking around, huh? Oh, sorry, was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards. Some did flowers. And they were really trying to feel good about themselves to do both. So you moved a lot. Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. There's always a better job somewhere else. Those flowers would last longer if we put them in some water. That's something I do. That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. Well, you care enough to keep them is all. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Dang, did that hurt? I'll be honest, that hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you looked cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you ever feel alone? Like, even people are around? Well, Rolo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care what you want? It didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? It's called depression, kid. I mean, you're not wrong, but... I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. So then what do you do when you don't know what to do? Dad never got to that part. Something I figured out on my own, though. You gotta do something, anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know, something. We're gonna register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright. That things are gonna change.
Let out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate that I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere? Brag.
Voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal kid.
Beck brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Now I actually feel a little better.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks, I needed that. Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk you out. See you and Rolo at the festival? Sounds good. Luca? Don't think they ever jerk you around.
Gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in. Chapter 5. Friendly Feud. The air was heavy with the hard rain's residue. The smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone, not even Rolo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rolo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
Jump the road of the treehouse. Alright. Nothing bad happened. Let me look at, we branched out here. So we do have the break. We have struggle. And we don't have anything for those yet. But we might branch off between here with the break and the rumble. But let's go to Rolo. Oh, hey, Don. Hey, Don, tracking down a lead? You bet. I heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament. Peculiar how? He didn't just give his kids an inheritance, there were conditions. Like what? The document stipulated that Harris had to take on a child as her ward. A kid our age who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer. Solomon? Bingo. So Harris was forced to take care of him? Yep, or she would have lost everything. Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid? Rumor has it, old Sharpner sowed some wild oats. That explains the way Harris treats him. Poor Solomon. How'd you find this all out? A good reporter reveals her source, Luca. Alright, Dion, you keep being cute. Oh, these are glowing. You better not dilly-dally. Just gotta get to the treehouse. Can I pick this up? No. Alright. Can I enter this creepy phone booth? Nope. You're still reading over here? He met his old friend's eyes and was greeted with nothing but ice-cold anger. Heavens! There's no time for fractured friendships. No, don't say that! Anything else going on around here? Can I go in the diner now, or is it closed? It's locked, but the lights are on. Alright, yeah. Is the bird girl here? I don't think there's anybody else. Oh, okay. I'm just curious if there's like anybody else to talk to at night. Excuse me, what are you doing? Just locking up for the night, sir. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means all fest preparations have been completed ahead of schedule. Not exactly, sir. The storm set us back a bit, and it's getting late, so we all decided to... You all decided? Yes, sir. I was unaware that your job involved deciding things. We're all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Ah! Thanks for the hydrate. I do have Gatorade. Yes, sir. Very much, sir. Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them? No. That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we all got sleepy? Of course not, sir. Good, then it's decided. Yes, sir. We'll work till the task is done. See that you do. Our harvest awaits. They're creepy. Gatorade Zero, no sugar. Yay. Meow. Did I get my bait? I do!
Luca wrapped a twig of thyme around the hook.
I'm more of a Powerade kind of necromancer myself.
Some fish have refined taste.
I think I only really get Gatorade because my Costco sells Gatorade Zero in packs, but not Powerade Zero. Got a pocket watch. Property of Sharpener Valentine. Figures. If he had his way, property of Sharpener Valentine, we would burn on everything on this town. Should we give it back to him? He may not even want it back. That man's got a contentious relationship with time. We'll keep it here in case he wants to pick it up. What? What? Alright. Rolo, are you still up there? I'm sorry, Rolo isn't accepting visitors at the moment. Come back never.
Luca had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason? I didn't abandon you. I'm just a little late.
Rolo scoffed.
The rain held me up. Liar. You weren't even home. What? The storm got bad and I got worried, so I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luca. It didn't take all day to deliver some jam. No, the storm rolled in out of nowhere and I got stuck after dinner at Beck's, huh?
Stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck? She's a new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool. You'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she made new friends. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you. You're cheating on me? Yeah, basically. And you're off making new friends? It's not like that, Rolo. You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control. It was gonna be a surprise. But you took so long, the storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked down our friendship. What does that even mean?
Luca became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I care, you ass. I knew I'd get in trouble waiting so late for you. But I kept my word. Because that's what friends do. Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your grand doesn't even care. You can stay out as long as you want. And you wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this? If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad friend.
His tone changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Pa is right. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luca. Stop quoting your Pa's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah, at least my Pa is still around. Oh, no! No!
The words hung in the cold night air. Rolo's stomach dropped. knowing he'd crossed a line. But it was too late.
Luca, Good night, Rollo. Dang it. Yeah, you don't really say, at least my dad didn't die. Like, what the fuck? Let's go sleep. What are we doing? Are we going to sleep or not? Writing in my diary.
Luca dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
Your dad died skill issue. That's so mean. Yeah. Rollo. What a jerk. Yeah. Call me a bad friend. Yeah. Ooh, I'm Rollo. Look at me and my amazing family. I guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Aw. No, I want to kick the ball around some more. Luca?
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
You slept straight through breakfast. Luca, are you alright? I'm fine. I just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. I've got to run out and take care of some things. Okay. I'll be back later to check in. Sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
Yeah. I bet Rollo's still gonna go to the festival. He's gonna be miserable. Let's see the tree now. I'm curious. So we got a break here. Nope, nothing left. If Rollo thinks I'm still going to the festival, then he can shove it. Oh, I'm gonna pat here some more. Take that. Yeah. 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 Oh, I guess I'm going back to sleep.
Dozed off again.
Luca? I see you didn't eat your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Rollo came by. What'd he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So is your plan to just sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Only if I wait for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do you some good. Noted.
Luca still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rollo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
Yeah. There's never anything interesting at the festival anyway. Gotta kick that ball over there. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. Got it. Perfect shot.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
The first complete volume.
Luca carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rollo had received it for his birthday, a special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art.
Ooh.
Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often.
Aw.
For the reason, Luca didn't mind. But it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luca? Another little friend came to see you. A girl named Beck Modwill. She said you met yesterday? What'd she say? Is she here? She was just dropping by. I told her you weren't taking visitors today. Oh. She seems nice. Yeah. You had a fight with Rollo, didn't you? Can I come in? Maybe later. Alright then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table, in case you want a bite before bedtime.
Realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all, and allowed his weary eyes to close.
Dude, you take— oh my
Luca
god.
stood in a vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad? Where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source? Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame. See? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself. Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them. Not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luca's own face looked back at him, older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face, and all it got me was this. Luca staggered back. You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder.
I do like this narrator. She has a nice voice to listen to.
His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luca watched his old...
Did I die again?
...its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Welp, Dad. If you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Mom? No, dear. It's only Gran.
Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his Gran came into focus.
How are you feeling? Fine. Anything you want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rolo fought about doesn't matter. But he...
Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
Fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. It depends. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? No. He was just mad. And did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments and accept them in their worst. Oh. Now get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you? Guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rolo, doesn't it?
Luca gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize. But he's the one that... What did I just say? Buy him a corn dog. That's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. God, I want some corn dogs now. You need to get going now. Got some last minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. Alright. I love you, Luca. I love you too. Bye, Gummy Mama.
Luca took a deep breath.
Okay.
Chapter 6. Through thick and thin. Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rolo.
Honestly, the hot corn dog by the fire is the best. I've always cooked them in the oven. I never cooked one in the fryer.
A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them. Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air. But the events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rollo.
Meow. So we got accept. I want to see real quick if that branches out somewhere. Nope, not anywhere here. Alright. There you are. Luca. Rollo wanted me to tell you something. Are you always holding a broom? What is it?
Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head.
A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If ye be rave, go somewhere quiet. Oh, Roxy, I don't... It's a riddle, Luca. My little goofy little bro wants you to find him.
Looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing more annoying than my little brother is my little brother without his best friend. So I'm doing him this one favor. So I need one favor from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, squash it. You need to buy PB Rave, go be somewhere quiet. Is it the library? How goes the beetle hunt? Pretty rotten. I haven't seen so much as an Exuvier. And it's not just the beetles. This morning I couldn't find any critters at all. It's like everything that buzzes or skitters just packed up and left. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. Maybe all the commotion of the festival just spooked them. Yeah, maybe that's it. Oh. Did you hear? After Mr. Kerr gives his big speech, they're gonna have the first annual biggest catch competition. As long as the boot qualifies to catch, I'm a shoo-in. Good luck. There's no fish, there's no bugs. Welcome to our festival. Don't forget to come back later for Mr. Kerr's speech and the Perennial Harvest Festival sign reveal. You don't want to miss it. Unique, New York. Unique, New York. Huh? Oh, don't mind me. It's fine, yeah. Just warming up for my big ceremony speech.
Mr. Kerr pointed to his grinning mouth.
Gotta limber up the old gab box. You nervous? Oh, heavens no. Well, brick a leg. Give me the gift. I didn't read that. Bye. I don't know who Perennial Harvest thinks they're impressing with this ridiculous festival. Totally. The town's still falling apart. The weather's still cruddy. And this season's harvest looks like it's gonna be worse than last year's. You said it. The amount of corporate pandering is gonna... No amount of corporate pandering is gonna change any of that. Exactly. But... the lemonade at the drink stand over there does look pretty tasty. Bits. I'm still gonna be mad at them. I'd rather be mad while sipping on delicious lemonade is all. Mood, though. Ain't moving. Every single time. Yep. Wait for it. Unexplained sound once again noted. Like clockwork. What a bunch of drones.
Jeff was staring into the distance with a wistful look.
Hey, Jeff, everything alright? Yeah, everything's fine. I mean, used to be fine. Just ain't right these days, you know? I really do, actually.
Turned to Luca with a furrowed brow, then gave an understanding nod.
You do, don't ya?
For a moment, the two now shared that same wistful gaze.
Okay, bye. Most welcoming of welcomes. Would you like to share your thoughts? I always strive to improve. Nope. This is the first time I've seen this many smiling faces since the foul harvest. I have my doubts about Perennial Harvest, but I must admit they do put on a nice party. No words? Alright. Bye. Nope. Hiya, Luca. How's Griffin doing? What? Oh, nothing?
Became flesh.
Just pretend I didn't say anything. You got a crush on Griffin? I'm telling. Griffin! Griffin! Let me talk to you first. Piper, you're actually taking a break from studying. I went to see what all the festival fuss was about. But I can't help but notice. You still brought your backpack full of books. Luca, backpacks can carry a lot more than just books. True, true. What you got in there? Books? Yeah. Nerd. Griffin! Hey, Luca. So you're not at the library? Huh? Oh, nothing?
Griffin looked away suspiciously.
Nothing at all. Hey! Hey! Zariel's got a crush on you. Luca, did you know that Beacon Pines is actually unincorporated? A lot of people didn't know that. Wow, yeah, I didn't know. What's that mean? It means most public works are handled internally. We do all the pipelines, the water treatment, building regulations. That's great. Census taking, emergency services. Bye. I was able to return the perennial harvest safety suit you borrowed. I don't think anyone noticed. Good. Now will you tell me what you needed it for? It was a favor for an enemy of my enemy. This isn't gonna harm Mr. Kerr, is it? All you know is that it's all for the good of the family. Suspicious. Yawn. I've got a question for you. What do you think this whole festival's for? The way I figure it, Perennial Harvest is trying to win over the town. Like a bribe, but with balloons. Cynical. I like where your head's at. That's what I assumed at first too, until I eavesdropped on a couple of gossipy clipboards. What if I told you this whole thing is really a special shindig for a super secret guest of honor? A special guest who? I haven't dug that deep yet, but whoever it is, PH thinks they're a big deal. PH. The library, somewhere quiet. Hey, Luca.
Eyes lit with
Perennial Harvest. Oh, yeah. I didn't think of that. I've been expecting you. Bravo on deciphering the first riddle. Ow! Thanks for the hydrate. The first? Oh, you didn't think that was all, did you? Rolo does go out, doesn't he?
Straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing.
Ahem. On planet Farpal, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue.
Stared at Luca eagerly.
Get it? Want me to tell you? No, it's okay. Let me figure it out. Alright then, when you find it, bring it here to be verified. And if you decide you want a hint, the offer still stands. Probably in the comic books. Hey Jason, looking through the notes, I'm like, you know it. Some fascinating canon towards the end. Did you know Hangatomic Shrink Array doesn't technically shrink stuff? It uses inverse quantum particle decay to literally grow the entire universe around an object, leaving the object unaltered. So it just looks shrunk compared to everything else? Bingo. That's wild. But Jace, no spoilers please. Alright, sorry. Alright, I think it's here, but we're on an ad break, so I'm just gonna take this moment to stretch and hydrate a little bit. I think we're probably gonna end stream when we get a good stopping point. Ugh. Ugh. I'm gonna get some tea. My throat is dying on me. I still got like a little bit of leftover COVID. But I'll probably finish this game next week. It's a pretty short game. It's like 5 to like 6 hours or so. So we should be able to finish it next week for sure. Probably that Friday. I don't know what I'm going to do for next Saturday. I have a bunch of games I want to play, and I have a backlog bingo that I wanted to finish, but I don't think I will finish it this year. Whoops. It's a very compact game. Yeah, it's very like, it doesn't do a lot of wandering. Yeah, I have a backlog bingo that I just have not done. Whoops. Whoops. I don't think I even made a bingo. Like, I probably could do it if I play these games like on my off time and not stream them. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Dense. Dense was the better word. Yeah, it's like there's a lot going on, but they don't let you meander for hours and hours. It's just like, here you go, get to point A, point B. Oh shit, we died. Go back to point A. Alright, now you go to point A to point C. It's very good. Oh, I'm pretty sure that thing's in here. Yeah, you get. Yeah, you're very behind on your bingo. That's okay. I won't tell anybody that you didn't finish your bingo if you didn't tell anybody that I finished mine. The rest of chat, don't listen. It's a cute idea, but I don't have a lot of time to play games in my free time. Alright, and we're back. Let's find this thing.
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5, from the shelf.
Once you've got a book, you either bring it here to me, or just grab a different one. I think this is probably it. Oh, you found it!
He moved his book from the desk and replaced it with Luca's, turning on the lamp. As he slid the book under the purple light, 2 words glowed. The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue 5. Luca clicked his tongue with recognition.
Rollo's cipher pin. He used to write secret messages everywhere with that. And only I had the special flashlight needed to reveal it. But I lost it. Well, apparently he traded Jeff for this purple light bulb. Parted with his entire Halloween candy stash. Oh, Rollo. Now let's see here. Wait. This is the beginning of summer. Why does Rollo have like 6-month-old candy?
Kato began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
Get away with such a grift.
Continued flipping.
Only found in Grub Cart.
Reaching the end of the book, Kato looked up.
That's it. Grift in Grub Cart. Grift in Griffin? Griffin's Grub Cart. He wants me to go to Griffin's snack stand. Ah, brilliant. I guess you're off then? Good luck on the rest of the scavenger hunt. Thanks, Kaido. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Fair enough. Meow. Hey, Griffin. Did Rollo come?
Luca could finish his sentence. Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Oh, that's it? Bought and paid for. Enjoy. I thought there was supposed to be a riddle or something.
Taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
Yuck. It's cold. Oh yeah, that's been sitting here for a while. Rollo wanted me to make sure to give you that one specifically. Well, let's just...
Tongued at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth. He reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
Oh, come on.
Took off the bits of corn dog to read the slip.
A pick up when you need some pep. Near the fountain up the step.
Finished off the remainder of the corn dog.
This is getting to be a whole thing. So up by the coffee shop? The early bean? No. There you are, Luca. There's no way I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade. Oh, come on, you big stiff. Let the kids have some fun. Fine. But Rollo owes me one.
He waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task a friendship brings. See, that wasn't so hard. Oh. Ugh, I feel cheapened somehow. I think it's sweet. Good luck, Luca. So it's our rocket ship that we have in the treehouse? I think. Oh, no, it's balloons. Hey. Hey. Did you find the comic book? Yep. And you got the corn dog? Yeah. Well then, I know it doesn't make up for what I said, but here you earned this.
Rollo sheepishly handed Luca the balloons.
Thanks. You didn't have to go all this trouble. I'm sorry I got so mad. Dang it, you were supposed to let me apologize first. Oh, sorry. Well, now you apologized to me twice before me. Just let me do this. Look, I'm really sorry. With everything that's happened with your mom and all, I've always wanted to be there for you. Be a good friend, you know? When you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out. Rolo, still my turn. I felt like if you needed some new friend to help you, it meant that I wasn't good enough. But that was selfish and wrong. I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Luca. Okay, apology over. You can talk now.
Luca threw himself at Rolo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
Aw. Rolo, I don't deserve you. I don't deserve you either. That's why we deserve each other. So, what else do you want to do today? We could snoop around and try to find some info about your mom. Snoop where? You could probably sneak into the Perennial Harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. Aren't you curious about all that stuff those clipboards write down? What if we get caught? I think I've had enough excitement for 1 week. Let's just make the rest of the day about us. Really? Yeah, the rest of the world can wait 1 more day. You know? I've been wanting to get some work done on the MCDC at Mission Control. The aim is a bit unpredictable. That sounds perfect. Alright, to the warehouse, to the treehouse. Let's go. And my little balloons. So now I'm curious. Do we get the second one for... Yeah, running away there? Interesting. Interesting, okay. Come on, Rolo. Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your gran this morning. She asked me to give you this.
Rolo handed Luca an unopened letter.
I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now. A letter?
Some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand. If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you. None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much. We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't thought of it. God knows I've tried. Everything I've done, I did for you. I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
I love you too, Gran.
The paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
There's a letter. Anything you want to talk about? Maybe later. Sure, whatever you want. I never told him about the masked guy. You know, you really didn't have to go all that trouble just to apologize. Wait, there is God in this world? Of course there is. There was a Jesus. What animal do you... What is Jesus' persona? Do you think it's a lion? Or a lamb? Or something else? What is Jesus' persona? We have to know. You know, you really didn't have to go through all the trouble just to apologize. I know, but we've been looking forward to this festival for weeks. A platypus? Okay. I'll accept that. After I ruined everything with my big mouth. This was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me. Rolo.
I was at a loss for words, but that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
The festival seemed nice. Was it nice? We can still go. Nah, this is fine. Well, there's always next year.
This was untrue. A distant rumble shook the treehouse.
Huh? What was that? Aw, man, we missed the fireworks?
Not fireworks. It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend. Something as old and cruel as time itself.
Oh.
A shockwave of cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill. Before they could react, it encased them in ice. Two boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene, in a silent treehouse turned statuary. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends
alone, together, for the rest of time.
The end. No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't.
I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either. There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it. We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
Okay. Let's go to here. And then we are going to end stream. We're going to end there for the day. Because I think that's a good stopping point. That's all from me today. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys have a good day, good night, good evening, whatever time it is there. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.